Well, these animals are from Africa, and they are from the country of Namibia. Namibia. Namibia.
And that's where my boss is from.
Okay. And these are called plains animals of the animals kingdom over there. This animal is an oryx, and it's the gemsbuck oryx, and it's found in the country of Namibia. It is found throughout the whole continent of Africa, and is called oryx. Then there are different species of the oryx, but they all pretty much look like this.
And that is the unicorn.
What's that?
And that is the unicorn.
This is an oryx, a gemsbuck. Gemsbuck. All right. These horns are basically look like the horns that we mentioned earlier on the unicorn. And the horn that you see here, there's two of them, and of course the story of the unicorn might be mythology or just a tale, but there's a horn looks just like these horns, but it's one horn on the horse or the unicorn, which is a fable, mythology, whatever you want to call it. And these are the horns of the oryx.
But if you look at it from a profile, if it's profiled and you're looking at it from profile, you might only see one horn.
These horns are 37 inches long.
Wow.
That's a good representative head or specimen from Africa.
How tall was it?
Pardon?
How tall was it?
These are 37 inches.
The entire. How much did the animal weigh?
The animal weighs basically between 450 to up to 500 pounds.
And where did the meat go?
What's that?
Where did the meat go?
The meat goes to the farm or the ranch, as we would call it. There they call them farms. The meat goes to that and can be sold in town. And then much of it is also distributed to the needy.
Right.
So there is an agreement in Africa, most places, to where the farms that have these animals also distribute much of the meat to the needy or to the African.
Right. The
Needy.
villagers. I knew that. I just wanted it on the
No,
camera.
I know you. Did I cover it?
Yes. Now let's move along to these two.
This is an impala. And this impala is, you've heard the name very, very frequently in all types of walks of life. And this impala is a nice representative specimen also. They only harvest or hunters harvest good mature specimens. And these are representative specimens. Some specimens might be a little more horn to them, or whatever. In my eyes, for the taxidermist that did this work, this is one of the most beautiful impalas I have ever seen.
We agree.
In my eyes. That means in the taxidermy shops of where I have experienced, this is a beautiful animal, a beautiful specimen, and is from Namibia.
And and when you shot, how much did it weigh?
This animal will weigh around 95 pounds, plus or minus 5 pounds.
Right.
And they can do a lot of, when they run, they can also jump, just by their nature.
We've seen that on Discovery
TV.
Channel and TV. Yeah, I can't wait to see it in real life.
So this is an impala.
Amazing. Now let's move on.
This is a red hartebeest.
Ah.
And the red hartebeest is what you're looking at. It has a red skin, red hartebeest.
Yep.
The configuration of the horns, as you're looking at them, and that's a good specimen of horns. These horns are 22 inches in length. So if you ever look at a book or something, an outstanding rare would be maybe 2 inches longer.
So
This is
that's a
very,
really
very
amazing,
good representative
kill.
specimen
right?
with good horns on it.
Beautiful ears.
So this is red hartebeest.
Now, how did you kill this one? Like, where did you find him at, and like, how did that happen?
These are plains animals, and so by plains would be what we think of, and open country mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we found the herd, then my professional hunter guide and I went after and out to where the animals were and made our approach as best we could, and I got to shoot the animal.
Did you see any other predator animals out there, like lions or anything like that during your
Not
trip?
in this country.
No.
The country where we were are primarily what you're looking at here, and then several other specimens.
Do they have any natural predators in their country besides humans?
You're not right in this particular country of Namibia. There were not as many natural predators like hyenas as you would think of in other parts of Africa.
No crocodiles at river crossings or anything like that?
I wouldn't necessarily consider the crocodile as a predator.
Okay.
Only if you are in his area or water,
Yeah.
then he will eat you.
Yeah, I've seen videos of I've seen videos of some of these really large animals being taken down by crocodiles.
How
I was
did-
just wondering.
Did you get these guys home?
What's that?
How did you get them home?
The way that these come home is the professional hunter that you're hunting with in Africa. When you harvest the game or take an animal, when you go back to your farm living area, they have there the system in which they will take care of the animal for you. They skin them and take off everything that you're looking at here, and then the inside is distributed, as I mentioned earlier, and they then deliver them to a taxidermy place in the vicinity.
So in Namibia.
So in Namibia. So the taxidermy place in Namibia, whatever town might hold it, or where you're close to or near, they then take care of the salting and taking care of the hide to preserve them.
They did a beautiful job.
Then you can have the head mounts done in Africa, or you could have them shipped home. My preference was I had all of the hides and heads and horns shipped home and had these done by a taxidermy here.
The one you preferred. Yeah.
Now these particular animals where I had the taxidermy work done was by a taxidermist up in Oregon. So I learned about him. I liked the work that I saw he had done. And so when these were delivered a year later,
Wow.
after I had harvested them, I picked them up and then I delivered them up to my taxidermist in Oregon. Even though I live here and there are taxidermists here, I decided that I wanted that taxidermist to do the work.
Yeah.
So the hides and horns and heads came from Africa back here, and then I delivered them to the taxidermy, and he did the work, and then this is the work that was done, and then I brought them home.
What an amazing story. What an
That's
amazing like
amazing.
journey, even that the carcass, like even the whole process. I'm gonna pause this for a second, Uncle Bill.
What's